In this video, we're going to do substitution in definite integrals. So these I think are pretty much easier. So now we're going to start off with 0 to pi over 3 tan x secant squared x dx. So now, can we make secant into tan? No. But can we make tangent into secant? Yes. So what we're going to do over here is we're going to say let u equal tan x. So du is going to equal secant squared x dx. So this and this are equal. But when you do these, it's also easier if you just do u of pi over 3 and also u of 0. So now u of pi over 3 is a 60-degree triangle. So when you draw this, this is 60 degrees. Tangent stands for opposite over adjacent. So this is root 3. This is 1. This is 2. So root 3 over 1. Tangent of 0 is going to be 0 because that's sine over 0. So now we're going to re-plug in. So now we said tangent of x is u, so we're going to put the u over here. We're going to write the du over here because those parts are underlined. Now we're going to put the 0 here. We're going to write the root 3 over here. And we're going to make sure that these did not flip. The root 3 is still bigger than 0. The pi over 3 is bigger than 0. Okay, we're good. So now, when we antiderive this, we're going to get u squared over 2. And now we have the root 3 and we have the 0. So now when you plug this in, you're going to get root 3 squared over 2 minus 0 squared over 2. So your answer is just going to be 3/2. Okay. Please bear with me while I get a new pad. Okay. So next one that we have is 0 over negative pi over 4. Okay, boundaries line up. So now we have tangent x secant squared x. So it's almost the same problem as the other one. We're going to get let u equal tan x. So du equals secant squared x dx. So this and this are equal. Now u of 0 is going to be 0. U of negative pi over 4, that's negative 45 degrees. So that's going to be negative 1. Let me just make sure. So when you do this, yeah, you're going to get all students take, that's negative 1, that's 1, that's going to be root 2. Tangents opposite over, yep, negative 1. So now you're going to put 0. You're going to put the negative 1 here, nothing flipped. U du. So the antiderivative is going to be u squared over 2. We don't need a c. And now we have 0 and negative 1. So now we're going to get 0 squared over 2 minus negative 1 squared over 2. So that part's going to just basically cancel out. And now you're going to get negative 1/2 said and done. Okay, so we have 2 more problems. So next problem that we have is 1 and 0. So we get x over x squared minus 4 dx. So now, the derivative of x is 1, so that's not going to help us. The derivative of x squared minus 4 is 2x, which does help us get that x up on top. So we're going to say let u equal x squared minus 4. So du is going to equal 2x dx. But I don't have that. But if I write du over 2 equals x dx, then I could take these and replace it, right? But now I'm going to let u of 1. What's u of 1? That's going to be 1 minus 4, which is going to be negative 3. U of 0 is going to be negative 4. 0 minus 4, yep, negative 4. So now when I write this, u of 1 was negative 3. This is negative 4. Numbers are still in order as the 1 and 0. So now I could say du over u. The antiderivative of du over u is ln of u. And now I have, and technically you have an absolute value. Otherwise you can't plug in these negatives. Negative 3, negative 4. So now you're going to get ln of 3, because when you plug in negative 3, the absolute value is 3, minus the ln of 4. Oh, one thing that I want to point out is I forgot the 1/2 here. So there should be a half here, there should be a half here, because of the half right here. Okay, good. So this is quantity. So now I'm going to get 1/2 ln of 3/4. That's one way of writing it, which is roughly equal to negative 0.144 if you do 3 decimal places. Okay, one more question. So now, in this last problem, we have 0 and 7. We have dx, x plus 2. So I'm going to let u equal x plus 2. That'll just make everything easier. So now I'm going to get du equals just dx. Okay, so now if I do u of 7, that's going to equal 9. U of 0 is going to equal 2. So now I could write 9, I could write 2, and now I could do du over u. So the antiderivative of this is going to be the absolute ln, the absolute value. And now I got to plug in the 2 and the 9 and the 2. So now I'm going to get ln of 9 minus ln of 2, or I could say ln of 9/2, which is going to be equal to 1.504. I hope these videos helped. Please like them.